Good things come to those who wait. And of course, we all know it takes so much more than just simply waiting around, waiting for something good to happen, because it truly takes a lot of hard work, coordination, and the right people working together to address the needs of the city and its citizens, no matter who they might be or where they might come from. As the City of Newport News Hispanic Advisory Council was recently recognized with some pretty big honors that took them all the way to Denver, Colorado.
In Newport News, we value diversity, and we also take pride in having our citizens have access to the services they expect and deserve. Recently, we were awarded the Gold Award at the National League of Cities Excellence in Municipal Government in Denver for our Hispanic community outreach that we have been doing an excellent job with in our city. Our awards entry, No Longer Lost in Translation, Strengthening Ties with the Hispanic Community, competed against several cities across the country for the category for 150,001 to 500,000 population category. We were able to receive that award at the conference, and I had the honor of accepting the award on behalf of the City of Newport News. For that award, we received a plaque, and also the NLC has designated that we will be able to select a nonprofit organization of our choice to receive a $2,000 donation. Transitions Family Services is the program that was selected to receive the $2,000. The video you're about to see is, of course, produced by the Newport News Television, and it reflects the hard work of the Hispanic Advisory Committee to the city manager and the Newport News Police Department.
Todo de familia, juego para los niños, va a ser un lindo evento.
Lo he tratado de hacer un poco más grande porque
ya no estamos perdidos más en la traducción.
No longer lost in translation.
Newport News is a city of 193,000, located in the Hampton Roads area of Virginia. Like many American communities, we've had a significant Hispanic population increase probably in the last 20 years. And unlike perhaps in some places, we're very proud of Newport News, of our record of embracing our cultural and ethnic diversity. What really started a few years ago was an outreach program from the Newport News Police Department to ensure that our Hispanic community developed positive relationships with our police department. And that's really how our outreach began. And at this point, it's grown into all facets of community life.
It's anything special. I think that this is what's supposed to have happened years ago. Our mission was to be a liaison to the city manager's office, and as time went, it just happened that we became a liaison for all cultures. My passion has always been communication. It is obviously, if you can't talk, if you can't communicate with someone, you can't let them know what you need. Now, through our efforts, it has just come together. The reason that we are so instrumental to both the city manager's office and the Hispanic population is that we have been able to come together. And since then, there's no reason why someone couldn't call a police if they needed it. There's no reason why someone couldn't have access to health if they needed it. And the same with education, either for themselves as parents, for learning more English. We have plenty of programs, English second language, and for their children. What we do as a committee, we do come once a month and state more needs or more concerns from the Hispanic population. But one thing I am hearing from the agencies is that it is easier for them to be able to serve this public.
I think it's been a great help to us because it's helped us to improve our services to all citizens. It's a difficult process sometimes for someone to go through applying for food stamps or applying for Medicaid or TANF, services that they may be eligible for. There's lots of forms to fill out, there's people to talk to. If you don't know the system and you don't understand the system, sometimes it can be rather daunting. And so the opportunity that we've had to work with the subcommittee has helped us to understand what it's like to be a client who comes into our building, who needs services, and who doesn't speak English. And so we've put a lot of things in place to try to address that. We have hired more individuals who speak Spanish. We've had all of our forms translated into Spanish. Eventually, all of the signage in the building will be in Spanish. We've had training for our staff on how to work with an interpreter. So we've done quite a lot, and it's been really a result of the subcommittee that has helped us to understand what it's like to come into the building and to have language that can be a barrier, but we don't want it to be a barrier.
In 2007 is when we really started utilizing the radio show. And every Thursday morning, we go on the air with Officer Mandel, and we put out crime trends, information about what happens when you make contact with the police. We take live call-ins. You know, the Newport News City channel also put out Behind the Badge, all in Spanish, putting out the same information, just making sure that we don't miss a segment of the population that can use this information. Norfolk police officer and myself said, why don't we do a tournament? A chance for police officers to play soccer against members of the Hispanic or Latino community and see us in a different light other than uniform and badges and when they're in deep trouble. And that went huge because we were able to use that venue to put out information from the police departments, city services, whatever. We also figured we can do this on a different level. We can bring a mobile police station and we can go to the community where we set up shop, we let them know in advance we're going to show up, and they've been very successful.
Everybody living here from America is nice. He and her help you to learn, for everything. The people here is nice. Help everybody. It's nice people.
Change is very difficult, but what we've come to find out that it was embraced. It was embraced by the community, all the city agencies, we're all on one page. And now because of that change, the Hispanic population and others that can't speak English are able to access the services in a more peaceful and comfortable way. They are no longer lost in translation.